Hey everybody, John Schufelt here. This message is for Marty Goldstein, who was one of the headmasters at New Garden Friends School in Greensboro, North Carolina. And basically it's just a response to a Facebook post that he did recently that I want to share something with you guys. In his post he says, and I quote, "I remember the early computers at New Garden Friends School that were given to the school by AT&T. We thought that we were on the cutting edge of technology. We sure have come a long way." Now, in that quote that I just told you, he was talking about a video that was done by the Fine Brothers. It was called Kids React to Old Computers. And it's just a bunch of kids who were born, from 2000 on. They're like ages 6 up to 12 years old, I think, in that video. And they're just reacting to an old computer that happens to be almost twice their age. Well, yes, technology has come a long way, and this is the reason why I'm posting. I want to share something with you, Marty. This right here is one of my folders that I used in Annette's English classes. In this folder were miscellaneous book reports that I did. I see a list of books that I read. It looks like some type of I don't even know what this is, a skill sheet, but like it's, oh yeah, like this is like we're trying to make a play or something like that, and we had like our groups to make like a script. I think that's what this was. Anyway, there's a bunch of miscellaneous stuff in here, right? Well, the one thing that caught my eye that I cannot believe I still have are these. These are floppy disks. These floppy disks have not been used in over 20 years. Kids these days do not even know what a floppy disk is. If my memory precedes me correctly, Annette only had maybe 3 to 4 computers in her classroom. And we were to share them to write up our reports whenever we were done. And excuse me, I remember what was on those computers. Now we had two different types of computers. There was one in Annette's classroom that all the computers had DOS, I believe, and we had to start up the word processor through DOS prompt, and that was how we did our documents back in the day. Then we actually had the newer computers that were in the I guess you will say the math room, as well as the room where we had German class. It was in between the two classrooms. We had all those computers, and they were the new and improved computers. It had Windows on it. I believe it was Windows. It had to have been Windows 95. Or was it Windows? No, it was Windows 3.1. Yeah, it was Windows 3.1. And they were like new and improved. They were like 486 computers. That was the processor at the time. And they had the smaller floppy disks, the 3.5 ones. And they had a color monitor, and they had a few games you could play on them that y'all installed for us to play. And the funny thing is, I actually remember the specifications on those computers. Like I said, they were a 486 computer. That was the processor. They had they had like, I think maybe 16 megs of RAM maximum, and like maybe 100 megabyte hard drive. And man, that was the biggest hard drive out there at the time. When it came to data itself, these floppy disks right here if you look at it, it says it holds 360 kilobytes, which is roughly, in today's standard, maybe 2 or 3 spreadsheets in a way, where, if I'm not mistaken, there's got to be at least 12 documents on those floppies. I just really wish I could pull the data off of them. But, yeah, technology has come a long way, and let me show you why. This right here is a flash drive. A lot of y'all know what it is. This is the exact same flash drive that I used in college. When I say college, I'm talking about almost 10 years ago. This is a 1 gigabyte flash drive, and back in that time frame, 1 gigabyte was a lot of data. In fact, this itself was like almost $180, if I'm not mistaken. That's how much it was worth at the time. And I got it. I used it for college, and yeah, this was a very nice thumb drive that I can hold stuff on it. Then a few years later, when I got more into web design and all that stuff, I bought this thing. It's a custom version of a thumb drive that holds up to 16 gigabytes of data. And it holds all my websites, all the databases for those websites. They're not that big, but it's just something for fun where, like, if somebody were to try to steal the data, he'll try to bite your finger off. I mean, it's just something to think about. Now, the funny thing is, stuff like this is starting to fade away, actually, because now people use clouds. You know, it's those servers in the sky that happen to save your data, and people, you can pull it up anywhere you can, that as long as you have it synced to your iPhone or whatever you have. I mean, technology really has come a long way. The iPhone that you have right now has a power of maybe, I'm doing a rough estimate, please forgive me, like maybe 300 of those computers that we had. 300 of those computers is one iPhone. That's how much technology has changed these days. And it's great. I like it. I like how technology is getting smarter, faster, and better. I mean, yes, I'm not saying that the technology we had back in the day was bad. It was pretty good back in the day. In fact, I still use some of the old stuff. It just amazes me how much technology has changed. And seeing kids react to old technology. In fact, they've been doing that a lot lately. In fact, today they released a video called Kids React to the Game Boy. The actual Game Boy that came out in the 90s, that big white thing. Yeah, they reacted to that, and it just blew their mind that people would play something that you had to worry about having a light to even play it. And the cartridges you had to change in and out. You can't just download an app to play it. I mean, this is so funny to watch kids react to technology in general. And yeah, it has gone a long way. And I'm looking forward to what's coming up in the future. That's about it. Thanks for watching.